first of all, congratulations on the success of the movie. It knocked Avatar off the top of the box office. That must have been a strange feeling to see that happen, see that kick off, or were you expecting it all the way?
No, we weren't expecting it.
No, definitely
It
not.
just didn't realize that it was going to be such a big deal.
Yeah, I
to do
mean,
that.
look, I think if we'd came out the same week as Avatar, that wouldn't have been the case. You know, but
Yeah.
they were on their 6 weeks, so it was, we got lucky.
Yeah.
But
Timing-wise.
it's obviously done extremely well. Why do you think it's resonated so much with audiences, especially in the States, and now it's gonna open up worldwide?
Just romance.
Yeah, I think we saw that there's an audience for this type of film with The Notebook. There's people want to believe in love, I think, and they want to see it.
And also, I think people are so used to romantic comedies, and it's nice when you get such a straight up romance. These days, they just don't do as much of them. And Nicholas Sparks seems to be the only author that's writing them that it always, his books always become adapted to a screenplay.
There's a real understatedness about the acting, kind of all the way through the movie, from both yourselves and from Richard Jenkins as well. Is it more difficult to play the roles with a bit more subtlety and to still have those sparks?
I think it had to do with Lhasa. He really let us just sort of find our way through it, and it's a quiet movie. I think it wouldn't be as sweet and grounded if it was really overdone.
Yeah.
And what about Richard Jenkins? You have some really nice scenes with Richard Jenkins. Of course, he plays your father in it, Channing. Did you pick up any of his mannerisms or anything like that because he's playing your father?
It was actually funny because we had shot like 3 weeks or so, and then I had no idea who was gonna be my dad. They were trying to get Richard, and like there was some scheduling issues, so I had no idea if he was gonna be my dad or not. So I was talking about my father, and I had no idea how he was gonna play the role, what he was gonna look like. But got really lucky that he came in and just, knocked it out of the park.
He's a really wonderful actor. And you had some lovely scenes with him as well, Amanda. How did you find working with Richard?
He's amazing. I can't say anything wrong. He's perfect. He's the perfect actor. He really is. He just sits and does what he needs to do, and he's funny.
He makes you better, that's for sure.
He does.
Okay,
He's understated, too. That's the thing. He doesn't have all this pressure to be something.
Is it easier to play off somebody then when they're kind of acting along the same line as you? Does not somebody kind of giving this grandiose performance? It's a similar tone all the way throughout the movie for all the performances.
Yeah, you're playing with each other. You're kind of following each other's lead. It's kind of what acting is. You kind of follow each other throughout the scene, and it's really great when you get to follow somebody like him.
Okay, but the chemistry between you guys is obviously a large selling point of the movie, and why the movie has done so extremely well so far. At what point did you realise, okay, there's sparks here, this is going to work, and it's going to work on film as well?
I don't think I think we knew that we enjoyed doing the movie like immensely, and you can only hope. You never know. Like there's so many things that can go wrong. Editing, music. We just try to do the scenes as best as we can and hope the movie comes together. But we had a great director. A great person that's driving the ship. So we had good hopes and high hopes for it.
Okay, well, I want to speak to you about Dublin for a second because, Channing, you shot Knockout, but so all the ladies in Dublin were getting very excited when it was announced that Knockout was going to film in Dublin. You didn't make it over, though, for the shoot. You didn't film any scenes in Dublin.
I didn't film any scenes, but I was there for a week. I went and hung out. Just got to get used to how Steven sort of runs his sets and, get to meet everybody and hang out for a week. And then we went to Barcelona. But I didn't actually have any scenes in Dublin, but I love Dublin.
I got to stumble on the set for a second. He doesn't use any lights or anything like that, and he shoots extremely fast.
Yeah. He's the camera operator, the DP, and the director, and his producer is his first AD and the line producer. It's such a skeleton crew, and they know how to make films.
Obviously it works.
Yeah.
And Amanda, you were over in Dublin this summer, I believe, shooting the movie with Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Have you been over yet, and are you looking forward to it?
I've been over to Ireland twice, but I landed in Dublin and I head south a little bit. An acquaintance of mine lives there, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's not really like any other place I've ever been. It's cloudy and it's stunning. I'm really excited to be in the city.
So that's what you guys plan on doing this summer then? Is it just going to be working? Is there going to be any time off this summer?
Not for me.
None.
I don't know. I hope so. I really hope so.
I know, it's been... I have to say, like, this press stuff is great because you need to get the movie seen, but, I mean, I've been doing it since December. And I haven't actually worked since December, like really on a film, so I'm excited to get back to it.
You need to get back to making movies again.
Actually making them, as opposed to talking about making
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
Guys, thank you for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.